Hello guys and welcome back to our channel Barca Admirers for today's episode comprising all the latest news updates and transfers roundup related to Barcelona. In this video, we have confirmation from reliable sources about the departure of Ilaix Moriba and also another shocking transfer of a player. Meanwhile, a new striker is reportedly being scouted by the Barca board and several names are on the table as Nico, Gonzalez and Gavi both turn heads in the debut match along with many more such updates. So make sure to watch this video till the very end without skipping over any part. We have a small request for our audience. Over 80% of our channel's viewers are consistently watching our videos but without subscribing to the channel. As for our subscribers, only 28% of them have turned on all the notifications for the channel and enabled the YouTube app notifications. So those who haven't yet done so, please hit that subscribe button, press the bell icon, select all and then enable the YouTube app notifications to keep enjoying our videos. We'll start off today's news roundup with the comments of Ronald Koeman that he made in the post-match press interview after the game against Getafe. He said that they must highlight the attitude and the work that they have put in order to win the game. He is very happy with the team. In the second half, they were able to play better, but they also have to take the rival into account. He further said that it's not good for the public to whistle at Griezmann. He has had difficulties in the game and he has not been lucky, but you simply cannot whistle a player who has the attitude and puts in the hard work. Commenting on the situation of the substitute players, Koeman said that there are several players who will have few opportunities to play, more so when they recover the injured players. The situation is complicated and the most important thing is to have a future in the place where they are right now. And being questioned about the issue of Riqui Puig, Koeman clearly said that everyone including the club knows his opinion on the players who will not have a place in the main team. If they are not playing, they should go elsewhere. Even Spanish outlet Diario AS reported that Riqui Puig has hit rock bottom. Koeman sent the youngster a very clear message. If he wants to play, then he needs to find himself another team. The truth is that Riqui has been surpassed by teenagers like Gavi, Nico and Demir. However, top-tier journalist Roberto reports that despite all the difficulties, Riqui Puig will stay. Barca don't contemplate a loan exit. Koeman, however, praised both Gavi and Nico. He said that they have been very happy with them since they started training with the first team and the very first day. They are showing their quality and they have to give them confidence. He has no doubts about them that they will be very good players in the near future. Even veteran Sergio Roberto praised both these players. He said that he is really happy for both Gavi and Nico. They both have great potential and he is happy to have them in the first team playing alongside him. Commenting in the post-match press interview, Gavi himself said that right now he is the happiest in the world. Since he came here as a child, he has always dreamed of playing at the Camp Nou and today he has been able to achieve it. He will frame the shirt in his room at home and the rest is for the family. According to the official records of Barcelona, Gavi is the fourth youngest player to debut for Barca's first team in La Liga behind Vicente Martinez, Ansu Fati and Bojan Krkic. On top of that, Spanish publication Mundo Deportivo also reported that Barca's win against Getafe left several positive notes, and one of them was the debut of the young Gavi, who at just 17 debuted with the first team and left flashes of his talent. Regarding the other La Masia talent, the report further stated that Nico Gonzalez had a new opportunity with the first team against Getafe, and the young midfielder responded wonderfully to the confidence given by Ronald Koeman. According to the same publication, Memphis Depay was easily the best player of Barca in the win over Getafe and was in charge of scoring the goal that sealed the victory after a great individual play, confirming that his signing at zero cost was a great success. Memphis is now the new leader of the Barca attack. Koeman, however, ordered Samuel Umtiti to warm up during the match, and the fans forcefully whistled at him for not wanting to leave the club in this summer. Moving on to the next news update, Catalan publication RAC1 reports that Manaj currently is holding Ansu Fati's number 17 shirt, but he might end up leaving the club soon, so eventually Ansu Fati will be wearing his number 17 again once he's back from his injury. Going to the next one, we have the comments of former Barca B manager Garcia Pimienta. In his latest interview, he said that he felt hurt, sad and angry at being fired by the club. He thinks that his dismissal was not fair. The work that has been done at Barca B in recent seasons has been absolutely brutal and was not understood by Laporta. One of the things that he said hurt him the most is the fact that they finished the season on the 18th of May. If he had been dismissed back then, he would still have had time to find new work. But they told him almost a month later and there were already very few clubs left. When being asked if he was ready to coach the first team, he said that his obligation was to be prepared because it was his dream. From the inputs he had, he knew that it was an option at least twice, and for him, it is already a pride to have been that. He is sure that he would have done well at the first team because he knows many of the players over there. Next up, reliable journalist Albert Roger reports that Yandere Orellana will return to Barcelona B. The midfielder has accepted a proposal of the club. Up next, we have the comments of Lionel Messi's father Jorge Messi. In his latest interview, he said that it was not strange for him to see Messi with another shirt. That is life. He said that he is not hurt with the club. He is definitely hurt with some, but that's it. Next up, Spanish news outlet Mundo Deportivo reports that after the extrajudicial agreement with Neymar Jr. closing its demands amicably in July, Barcelona will receive up to 55 million euros out of the 90 million euros for the open litigation taken on Neymar's case during the 2020-2021 season. Next up, Barca centre-back Eric Garcia has revealed in his latest interview that according to him, Gerard Piqué is the best centre-back that there has been in the last 10 years. He said that learning from him is a source of pride. He also confirmed that he was notified of the death of his grandfather 40 minutes before the match against Athletic Bilbao. But yes, he definitely was convinced to play that match despite hearing the bad news. Up next, we have an interesting piece of news update. Famous toy maker Lego have revealed the FC Barcelona celebration set in Lego Australia. The 178-piece set features 4 minifigures in Barca's colors. For the next news update, Frenkie de Jong has admitted in his latest interview with ESPN that Messi's departure was definitely a blow for the club. He said that for him, Leo is the best player ever. It's special that he could play with Messi and this will surely have an influence on the club. In addition, they have just lost their best player and the quality has decreased. However, De Jong also added that they still have a really good team and he has a lot of confidence in it. But when you lose your best player, it's always difficult. He said that he does not think anyone can fill his shoes and they should not really compare. Up next, Spanish publication Sport reports that Ronald Koeman met with Mathieu Alemany and Ramon Plains today to define their plan to face the last day of the transfer window. With that, we conclude today's news roundup. Now moving on to the transfer section, at number 1, we have confirmed report by ever reliable transfer insider Fabrizio Romano that RB Leipzig has planned Ilaix Moriba's medical tests. The final details are to be agreed with Barcelona, but Leipzig want to get ready to complete the deal before the transfer deadline. According to the report of Spanish publication Cadena Ser, Barca will receive 16 million euros fixed plus 7 million euros in variables for Ilaix Moriba's departure. They have also reserved 10% of a future sale in the Ilaix Moriba deal with Leipzig. Shockingly, however, in yet another transfer update, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Emerson Royal to Tottenham Hotspurs is a done deal and has been confirmed. The deal is set for 30 million euros plus add-ons from Spurs and will be announced once the medical examination has been cleared. The contract will go until June 2026. Real Betis will receive 5 million euros from the deal. In one of the latest reports, Mundo Deportivo stated that Emerson Royal was presented as a new Barca player on the 2nd of August. On that very date, President Joan Laporta lied to everyone that Emerson has a 300 million euros clause and let's hope that he will be here at Barca for many more years. Well, his Barca career has come to an end after just 29 days. Moving on to the next transfer update, Italian publication Gazzetta dello Sport reports that Juventus have not given up on Miralem Pjanic and want to sign him on loan while only paying 50% of his wages. Even reliable news outlet ESPN has reported that Juventus have not ruled out the signing of Pjanic, but Barca will have to collaborate and keep on paying part of his salary. Pjanic has even revealed in an Instagram conversation that he would love to return to Juventus, but that he does not know yet if it will happen. Next up, Sport has confirmed that Barcelona have finally secured the signing of Emre Demir, a young promising player of Kayserispor. The player is set to join in 2022. Next up, Ser Catalunya reports that although Ronald Koeman has made it very clear that Ilaix Collado does not exist in his plans, Collado's surroundings has made it clear that he will stay. For the next transfer update, we have official confirmation by the club that Barcelona have signed forward Ángel Rodado for the B team from Ibiza on a season-long loan. Barca also have an option to buy him permanently. Next up, ESPN reports that Mauro Mandzukic, the 35-year-old forward, has been offered to Barcelona recently. Reporting on the striker situation, journalist Helena Condes reports that Barca are working to sign a striker on loan. Koeman is not interested in signing players for other positions even with Emerson's departure. According to the report of RAC1, Barcelona have reached an agreement to sign an unnamed striker. Everything will soon be revealed. The report further states that Barca have probed Atletico Madrid to sign João Felix on loan. It would be a pure and simple loan with no money involved in the middle. Atletico have already received the proposal and will have to respond. However, as per the report of ESPN, 35-year-old striker Mauro Mandzukic has been offered to Barcelona. According to Siempre Milan, Barca wanted to sign Raheem Sterling from Manchester City on loan, but it turned out to be impossible because the English side could not secure the signing of Cristiano Ronaldo. As of now, however, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that there is no chance that Barca will sign either João Felix or Mandzukic. However, Fabrizio did confirm that Barca are in advanced talks to sell Remani to Italian side Spezia. The deal is expected to be completed in the next few hours. Barca are looking for a new number 9 to be signed before the end of the market. Fabrizio Romano himself has confirmed that Remani's move to Spezia is now done. The striker has joined the Italians on loan with an option to buy. Going to the next transfer update, Sport reports that Barca intend to sell Luis Neto to Villarreal. The club want a minimum amount of 8 million euros for the goalkeeper. However, as per latest reports, ESPN have claimed that Villarreal have completely ruled out the signing of Neto. The report further states that Barca intend to pay the 2 million euros release clause for the Hercules winger Abde to reinforce Barca B with. Up next, British journalist Mike McGrath reports that Barcelona have held talks over a deal for Spanish midfielder Dani Olmo with RB Leipzig. Going to the next transfer update, Catalan journalist Gerard Romero reports that Barcelona have had very advanced negotiations with Edinson Cavani. They have the player's approval, but Manchester United don't want to let go of him currently. However, later on, this possibility was ruled out by top-tier journalist Fabrizio Romano and Mate Moretto. They said that Manchester United are on the same position since days. Cavani is a part of their project, and if nothing crazy happens, he is very much expected to stay. Up next, journalist Juan Santiago reports that Barca probed the signing of Mauro Icardi in this week, but his salary makes his arrival impossible. That's all the news we could collect for you today. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, select all, and enable all the YouTube app notifications. We have always been overly impressed by your response to our videos, so in this episode, we have decided to set a target of 550 likes. Please Qlers, help us reach our target on this episode as well. Now that's all we have for today's episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya.